Well, here we are. This is day 5. We're getting ready to leave Yellowstone. And as we're driving out, we come to the Continental Divide. I asked Elaine, please stand out there and let me get your picture. I haven't got you in very many of these slides. And you know, Elaine has a foot that's messed up, and so she's getting ready to have surgery coming up October 7th. So if you will, please pray for her. Anyway, she's there standing, posing, looking pretty, even though I know her foot's hurting her. Now, this was quite an eventful day. We thought we were just going to Cody, Wyoming and staying the night there, but we got there and had a big rodeo, so we had to keep going on. We pushed on. Well, you'll see where we end up. Coming up pretty quick now. You guys stay with us, okay? Whoops, looking back for just a minute, I forgot to tell you about this really good restaurant that's there in West Yellowstone, Wyoming. It's called the Outpost Restaurant. And we went in there. They had 3 really awesome young men that worked in there. They were from Turkey, and they came over to work. Only one of them spoke English, but the food was awesome and incredible. They only were here for working for the summer. I want to encourage you to go out and try them out. Now, many restaurants you'll go to have a big past, and of course, when you get to West Yellowstone, Wyoming, which is a park that was founded way back in Teddy Roosevelt's days. Well, anyway, I just want to say that they have a lot going on there, and so this was inside the menu. I thought I'd give you a minute to read it, so just take a few seconds here, and you can look at it, and then we'll move on. One of the meals I ate at the restaurant, the Outpost, was this uh, roast beef on bread, and it has a scoop of potatoes. Oh man, this stuff's all home cooked and really good. I recommend you try this place out when you get to West Yellowstone, Wyoming. It's right on the main drag as you go into the park from the west entrance. Well, we were staying at West Yellowstone, but when we left on day 5 here, that's just where we're at right now, we went out the east entrance. And so we went out that way and down toward Cody, Wyoming. And on the way, we came across this little restaurant we stopped and ate at. And Elaine met a new friend there. And so her and her friend were standing outside. And I said, let me get a picture of the two of you. I hope I don't get replaced anytime soon here. But I didn't see no cigars or anything, so I guess I'll be okay. Well, we're headed to Cody, Wyoming, and this is just a little place along the way. I like the mountain, the way the light was hitting it, and the clouds over it, so I thought I'd stop and get a picture for you real quick. I don't know if you have a chance to zoom in here, but look at that building up on the hill. It's very unassuming. It doesn't fit in. It's like the house that the crooked person built. It's really pretty cool. Hope you enjoy looking at it for a minute. Anyhow, this is all I've got. We're on the way to Cody, Wyoming. Well, this is the Buffalo Bill Reservoir. Anyhow, Buffalo Bill is pretty famous in these parts, especially around Cody, Wyoming, and this is just coming into Cody. It's to the east, no, to the west of Cody. Anyway, one of the most beautiful pictures I ever took was at this lake. Once again, this is a really beautiful, picturesque kind of a lake. It's a big reservoir. I'm sure it's where they get their irrigation water from. Anyway, we're stopping and seeing. Well, anyhow, people see a picture and they think of something really neat. But anyway, there's a dam coming up on the road up ahead, and there's some pretty neat stuff to see there, and I got some pictures of that. This is Buffalo Bill Lake outside of Cody, Wyoming once again. Now, this wooden ball here, if you can zoom in and read the plaque, it'll tell you exactly what it is, but I think it's some kind of a cork or a plug that they use for the generators, or I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. But anyway, you can read the thing if you can zoom in on it. I got some other stuff I'm going to show you too that I don't even know what I'm talking about. How's that? Okay, they've got all this equipment sitting out here by the dam, and I guess it's the stuff they used when they were building the dam. And I am presuming, I don't know everything, but I think this is a great big tugger that they used probably to haul the concrete buckets up or whatever when they were building it. Anyway, this is pretty interesting, so you can read the plaque if you want. So I guess this is Old Trail Town, they call it, and Buffalo Bill Cody, I guess, he's the one who laid out the town site, and this is the original, I guess. Anyway, I stopped and I got a lot of pictures. You're going to enjoy this. Well, here we are at the old town. Old Trail Town, I'm sorry. Anyway, I just wanted you to see what it looks like when you very first drive up. Well, the weather was getting kind of rough, and I didn't really have time to go in and look around as Elaine was out in the truck with her foot hurting her, and so I didn't want to try dragging her around through there. It's not nice. Anyway, it's a really pretty neat sight. Now, if there's one thing people in Wyoming are proud of is the elk around here. Take a look at that pile of elk, would you? Elk antlers, I'm sorry, not elk. Anyway, and take a look at all those wagons and wagon wheels and stuff, and quite a treasure trove worth of neat old stuff here for you to see. I recommend stopping and checking this place out. Well, here's your one last view. I thought I'd show you what it looks like, all the wagons and stuff. Of course, there's other people, they're sightseeing in there, and there's a lot to see. I didn't see a whole lot there. Anyhow, on your way to Cody out of Yellowstone, or from going from Cody to Yellowstone, this is worth seeing, I'd say. We decided to take Highway 14 instead of 16. Now, I'll tell you what, my phone map told me that there was less turns on this road. Huh. When you get into a town, you turn on this street to go to that road, and off of this high road to go to another road to get out of town. That's what they were talking about. But just take a look at this map, this billboard on top of the mountain we got on. It says the trucks are forbidden to go over 20 miles an hour. And look at all those little square boxes or where they tell you how many truckers drive on each turn. Anyway, it wasn't too fun. Well, it was a long, hard pull, and you can see where 14 and 16 come together there at Gillette. I wish we'd have took 16 now. It was a long pull going up and down that mountain, let me tell you. Anyway, here we are coming into Gillette, and if you know much about Gillette, you know it's a coal mining town. And the power plant I used to work at out of Springerville, this is where they get a lot of their coal for units 3 and 4. Now, I know I'm easily impressed, but as we were driving along, you see that big old pipe looking thing? Well, what that is, that's a conveyor belt. And it goes underneath the highway. And on the left side, I couldn't get both sides in the same picture, but if you look at the left side, that's where their mine is. It supplies the coal to run this power plant. And as you can see, there's not pollution all over or anything, just a plant sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Now, this is just a view, another view of the same power plant as we go down the road. And, you got to get your electricity from somewhere. And they have a lot of what is called clean coal. I know all coal's black and dirty, but it's low sulfur coal. And so this is where, like I say, Unit 3 and 4 get their coal from at Springerville. Well, it's welcome to South Dakota. We're finally reached South Dakota, and I like the mile marker. If you could see it, it says mile marker 0. Anyway, we're heading into South Dakota. We're going toward Rapid City, and we're going to stay the night there. There's a particular RV park that I really like there, and there's a certain lake that I caught some huge lake trout in once before, so that's where we're headed.